You're watching Talk with Audrey. Welcome back. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Donna Karan's Urban Zen Integrative Therapy, created with leading medical professionals and co-founders Rodney Yee and Colleen Seidman, has developed a digital holistic healing package specifically to address the unique challenges that hospital and frontline workers are facing during this unprecedented crisis. Helen Aboah is the CEO of Urban Zen, and she also leads the groundbreaking Urban Zen Integrative program that integrates Eastern healing modalities with Western science. And she joins me now with information about this unique holistic program. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Audrey.
Thank you so much for joining me, Helen. I've wanted to have this conversation with you for quite some time. I saw an article online that piqued my interest about the program. And as everyone knows, our frontline workers are really, really suffering and stressed beyond belief. But before we talk about the therapy program, let's talk about Urban Zen.
The Urban Zen is a design, vision, and philosophy of living created by Donna Karan, defining the space where creativity, culture, and collaborative design converge with community, wellness, social impact. Our shared humanity is the common thread, uniting each of the brand's pillars, which are the Urban Zen collection, artisanal collaborations, which are found in the retail store, the foundation, and of course the Urban Zen Integrative Therapy, also known as UZIT.
So UZIT is groundbreaking. What's the mission behind it? I understand that Donna is fulfilling a promise that she made to her late husband, Stephen Weiss.
So Donna's call to action was to take care of the nurses. It came during her husband Stephen's battle with lung cancer. One of his final wishes was for Donna to take care of the nurses and their loved ones, which birthed the Urban Zen Integrative Therapy. UZIT believes in human care as the new healthcare. It takes a holistic approach to treating nurses, doctors, patients through the integration of Eastern healing modalities and Western science. It's, when we speak about UZIT, we always say it's the and to healthcare as we know it. It's not an or. It's practiced by 900 certified therapists throughout the country. So UZIT programs or trained therapists can be found at UCLA, Care Right Centers, Stony Brook, Southampton, Motion Picture and Television Hospital, and so forth. So yes, that has been Donna's call to action, and decades later, and she's still fulfilling that call.
And so that call manifests by encouraging and teaching meditation techniques because everybody's under so much stress. And then, of course, aromatherapy to calm yourself down. But it is a brick and mortar concept. So I understand that you developed it and reimagined and created UZIT as a digital platform that's available to healthcare providers and frontline workers on demand. Talk about that process.
So while quickly working to pivot our retail business and strategy to digital only, we, like the rest of the country, watched as the state began tracking the spread of COVID-19. It wasn't long before I received a call from Donna saying we need to support the nurses. We discussed the fear, anxiety, exhaustion, mental health challenges that they were experiencing. So Urban Zen, through our foundation, took action the best way we knew how. In response to the pandemic, UZIT developed a complementary digital holistic healing package created specifically to address the unique challenges and that hospitals and frontline workers are facing. So each video is 5 minutes. It's named for when best to practice. Use it morning, use it midday, yoga for anxiety and stress, after work, evening or bedtime. They're easily downloadable so that they can accommodate any shift or wherever the frontline worker may be. And that was our focus. And it wasn't easy because the program has historically been taught through brick and mortar, right? Through hospitals and our studio here in New York and locations all across the country. So it was a priority for us to go head in, make this digitally, a digital package that was easily accessible and digestible for the healthcare workers.
So healthcare workers can go online and access each unit in 5-minute increments based on what they need at the time?
Absolutely. And in addition to that, we partnered with Young Living Essential Oils, as oils are part of the modalities. It's 5 modalities that are integrated and layered on top of each other. So the essential oils, if a hospital reaches out to us, what we do is we ship them oils in addition to them being able to easily download the program on their phones.
That's terrific. And the therapy is available for healthcare workers to use from wherever they are, whether it's sitting in the car or the break room.
And that's what we envisioned when we created the program, or when they're home and they're in bed and they just need 5 minutes to, disconnect, right? To get to this place of rest and digest. We call it resting and digesting rather than the fight or flight tendency that we feel when experiencing such challenging and traumatic and unprecedented days like we are now.
Well, of course, I had to check out the program, and I was pleasantly surprised that no athleticism was necessary. And it was easy and something that anyone can do from wherever they are. How did co-founders Rodney and Colleen adapt the meditation and movements to the constraints of time and available space?
When the team, Rodney and Colleen, who are the actual original creators of the program, where we're filming these, they immediately identified, in this time, let's put ourselves in the seats of these frontline workers. What are they going to be doing when they have these 5 minutes? Nobody's going to be laying on the floor, right? Nobody is going to put their feet up on the wall or their legs up against the wall. So how do we create these from a seated position, which either happens at the nurse's desk or in a private nook, right, that they can escape from all of the hustle and bustle, or in their cars. So every part of the program creation had the nurses and the frontline workers in mind.
And how do the essential oils enhance the meditation?
So the essential oils, which are essential to the program, are actually a modality that's layered into the integrated program. The aromas activate the olfactory and limbic systems. So the properties of the different plants address or support symptoms people feel like nausea, pain, etc. When the oils are layered with Reiki or meditation to bring a person into a deeper state of relaxation, while at the same time supporting the symptoms that they're feeling in our panic model. The oils also bring a sense of awareness to mindfulness, like lavender helps individuals to ground, so forth. And our studies have shown the positive effects of both oils on the staff and patients at the hospitals.
It's an incredible program. And in addition to the Urban Zen Integrative Therapy, Urban Zen also provides meal donations to local hospitals and food bank organizations in New York and Los Angeles. So it's wonderful to hear about the support that Donna Karan's Urban Zen Integrative Therapy is providing to care for the nurses and doctors and frontline workers at hospitals across the U.S. So where can we go for some more information?
Yes, we are on Instagram, Urban Zen, and you can DM us. So you can also go to the UZIT Instagram page, but ideally we ask for people to go ahead on the Urban Zen Instagram page and go ahead and message us, and someone from the program will reach out.
Wonderful. So if you are a frontline worker, nurse, doctor, or working in a medical facility right now, and you're really stressed out, reach out to see if this free program could be implemented at your hospital. My guest has been Helen Aboah, the CEO of Urban Zen. She also leads the groundbreaking Urban Zen Integrative program. Helen, thank you so much for spending time with me today, and to Donna Karan, Urban Zen, Rodney and Colleen, and Young Living Essential Oils for creating these moments of respite for our frontline healthcare workers.
Thank you so much for having me.